All right, here we go. First example, I want to graph this hyperbola. I want to graph this hyperbola. In order to graph it, I need to list the key information here. That I need to know the center, the vertices, and the asymptotes. All right. So the center, there's no h and k, so the center is going to be 0, 0. The center is going to be 0, 0. Now, this hyperbola, the y is first. It's y minus x. When the y is first, the hyperbola opens up and down. So the vertices are going to be above and below the center. So how far above and below the center are the vertices? Well, in order to know that, I need to know the value of a. This 4 is a squared. Remember, a squared is always on the left side. For ellipses, as a reminder, a squared was the larger number. This is not ellipses, so a squared for hyperbolas is on the left side. So I know that a squared is equal to 4. That makes a 2. So I know the vertices are 2 units away from the center. So let's go to my graph here. The center's right here at 0, 0, and the vertices are 2 units above and 2 units below the center. So I know the branches, one branch is going to go like this, the other branch is going to come down here. But in order to make these branches, I need to know the asymptotes. I need to dash in the asymptotes. So, but let's these vertices. This one is 0, 2, and down here is 0, negative 2. So those are my vertices. Now the asymptotes, since the center is 0, 0, it's just going to be y equals plus or minus. And now, when the y is first, it's a over b. A is 2 and b is 3, right? B squared is 9. That makes b 3. So the slope of those asymptotes are a over b. That's 2 over 3. So plus or minus 2 over 3x. Those are my two asymptotes. One of them has slope positive 2/3. The other one has slope negative 2/3. So let me go ahead and dash in those lines that have slope positive 2/3 and negative 2/3. So positive, so it passes through the center. So I'm starting with the center, up 2 over 3, right, down 2, left 3. That's the slope 2/3. So I'm going to go ahead and dash in the line here. This is the positive asymptote. And now the negative one has negative 2/3. So that's up to left 3, down to right 3. And here is the asymptote that has slope negative 2/3. So now that I've drawn the asymptotes, now I can make the branches. This is the vertex, right? It goes like this, and it hugs the asymptote. So it's going to hug here. There's my top branch, and here's going to be my bottom branch. So there we go. This is the hyperbola that has this equation. All right, next one. X minus 2 squared over 25 minus y minus 1 squared over 4 is equal to 1. The x is first, so right away I know this hyperbola is going to go left and right. But let's plot my center, my vertices, and the asymptotes. So the center, HK, 2, 1. Center is 2, 1. The vertices are a units away from this center. A squared is 25. Remember, a squared is always the first one here on the left. So a is 5. So my vertices are 5 units left and right of the center. So let's plot the center at 2, 1. There's the center. And now a is 5. The x is first, so the branches open left and right, so the vertices are 5 units to the right, 5 units to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 1. This is not going to be good because I'm not going to have enough room to make my branch here, but I'll figure out a way to fix that. And then 5 units to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my vertices. So that's that's 7, 1. This point right here is 7, 1, and this point right here is negative 3, 1. Right? Let me draw in my asymptotes now. Because in order to make the branches, I need to first dash in the dashed line, so it's asymptotes, so I know how to make my branches. So the equation of the asymptotes, since the center's 2, 1, it's going to be y minus 1, y minus k, equals plus or minus, because there's 2 asymptotes. And now when the x is first, it's b over a. B squared is 4, that makes b 2. So b over a, 2 over 5, 2/5, and then x minus h. H was 2. So these are the equations. These are the equations of the asymptotes. So let me go ahead and plot those. Let me plot those now. So it passes through the center, passes through 2, 1, passes through 2, 1, and it's going to have slope 2/5. So I'm going to go up 2 over 5, and then I'm going to go down 2 over 5. So here's going to be 1 asymptote. All right? And now the other one's going to be negative 2/5. So that's going to be up 2, left 5, down 2, right 5. This is the one that has slope negative 2/5. Right? So now I can make my hyperbola. This is the vertex. So it's gonna hug the asymptote. It's gonna hug the asymptote here. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. And there is my hyperbola. Center 2, 1 with the vertices.